Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have Miss Everly here. Say hi.
Hi.
So we wanted to come in here and talk all about the homeschool curriculum that we are using. So I was going to do this video by myself, but someone wanted to join, huh?
Yeah.
And that's good because she can kind of tell you guys how she's been liking it.
Excuse me, Mama. It's too bright.
Is it too bright? Well, we gotta have it on, otherwise they won't be able to see us. So if you want to see what curriculum we've been using for her preschool year, then go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so she is, how old are you?
I don't.
How old are you? 3.
3.
Yes, she is 3 years old, and we have been using the curriculum from the Busy Toddler. It is called Playing Preschool. Do you like school? So for this video, I will just talk about the curriculum itself and how it is structured and everything. And for other videos, I can go and do like how we do the whole homeschool day, because I do have other things added to it. Or we could do like a day in the life or whatever. So I just want to talk about just this curriculum because I do have things that I do other than this. I have added Spanish and sign language and a couple of things just to her daily stuff. But yeah, for this video we'll talk about Playing Preschool. So it is I think it is 109, I want to say 190 days of school, of lessons, which we only have to do 180, but we do have an extra couple of weeks. The way I planned out the year, we do have an extra couple of weeks, so we'll be able to finish that and then still have 1 week to maybe get jump started on next year's curriculum. But I will kind of tell you how it is structured. I will put a picture of what one of the pages looks like right here. Sorry baby, we're going to cover your face just for a minute. So it starts off with the morning calendar. So I did buy a calendar. It's a Melissa and Doug calendar, and it goes, we do the months of the year, days of the week, the season, any activities we're doing that day, the temperature, the weather, holidays, and then her feeling. So we have that. And I did get the songs from the Busy Toddler in the curriculum. It gives you a link to go check out the songs so that you can learn them. And those are the songs that we use for calendar. What are you doing?
It's just too bright because
Do you want to go sit over there? So it's too bright for Everly, so she's going to just sit behind the camera, but she can come back in here and talk about how she likes it here in a little bit after I'm done explaining. So after the morning calendar, then I added in the Pledge of Allegiance. We go to the flag that's hanging up in our house, and we always say the Pledge of Allegiance. It's very important in our house to make sure that we instill a very good sense of patriotism in our children and love of our country. So we always say the Pledge of Allegiance. She has memorized it. And she's really good, I have found, at memorizing things. Then after that we do, the next thing is a song and poem. So to explain the song and poem, I'm going to kind of explain how this curriculum is structured. So it has 2-week blocks, and those blocks have one theme. So the first theme was apples. So that for that 2 weeks, we were learning all about apples and the letter A. It also assigns a letter or two to those 2 weeks. So we learned about the letter A and apples, and the song and poem, we do the same song and poem for the 2 weeks. So we say it every morning. She really starts to memorize it. That was the very first poem that she memorized, was the apple poem, and the very first song that she absolutely fell in love with that I still have to sing to her before bedtime, and we learned that one back in August. So she loves that one. So they're 2-week blocks. And the one we are currently in, we actually just finished the 5 senses, and we're going to be moving on to teddy bears. So those are kind of just a couple examples of a couple of the themes for those blocks. So you say the song and poem for those 2 weeks, and then it goes into, let's see which one I'm going to share with you guys. So I'm going to share Tuesday with you because I want to talk about the letters at the end. So then you review the topic, which we were learning about the 5 senses. And then we do the read aloud. So every unit comes with At the very beginning of the unit, it talks about the supplies you need. It lists the supplies you need, and it lists the books that you're going to need. When I first read this, I didn't really realize how expensive it would be to buy all these books. And I was like, oh, I can just do this at the library. So most of the books are at the library. There was one week where I had to buy most of the books, and that got a little expensive. But it's also cool to keep some of the books too. So at the beginning of every 2 weeks, I always go and get all the books that I'm going to need, all the supplies I'm going to need. And so yeah, we will read the book. A lot of the times it'll have you do a picture walkthrough if that is the first time you're reading the book. Sometimes you'll read the book twice. And that's really cool. So you just go through and you look at just the pictures, and then you you just talk about it, and you have the child guess what the book is about. So then you go through and you read the book. Then you usually talk about it after, so you either talk about the book or the topic, or in this case, on this specific day, we will talk about that letter of the 2 weeks. So that letter of this 2 weeks was S, and so we go in and I draw on the board the letter S, and I always say, okay, I'm going to draw a letter, now you tell me what letter it is, and she will guess what it is. Usually she's right. And then we go through and it says, you know, this is the letter S, it says, and then you say a few words that start with the letter S, and then you go through the book and you look for the letter S, which is really cool. She really likes searching for the letter S. It took a little while for her to get used to doing that and figuring out how to really look at each letter and each word to find the letter that she is looking for. That took a little bit of practice, but I think she's got it pretty good now. Then after that, you usually have 2 different activities. In this case, we did make an I Spy number tray. So yeah, I just got a tray, went to her playroom and just got a few things that you could count on. I got a fake spider for 8 legs, a playing card for how many hearts were on there, a Lego, how many dots were on there, stuff like that. And then she went and I would say, I spy something with 8 legs, and then she would find it. Or I got a car with 4 wheels, so I spy something with 4 wheels, and then she would get that, and then we would count how many things on there. And then the second activity we did was the alphabet book page. So there's usually some art in there. It's not every day. There's a lot of like STEM. So Everly, what do you like most about school? What are your favorite things to do in school?
Doing the alphabet hunt.
Alphabet hunt? Yes, she loves alphabet hunt, where we go around the house and look for the letter. And you like doing art projects? Mm-hmm. She loves the art projects. So are you really enjoying school so far?
Yes!
Yes? Okay, well thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Alright, I'll see you later, okay?
See you later.
Go potty. Okay, I don't remember where I was because we had to stop and film Everly's part because she had to go potty. Oh, the alphabet book page. So at the end of the unit, it has printed out all of these alphabet letters, and then during that unit you do something with that letter, and we put it in our alphabet book. So every year I really want to make some sort of portfolio book for the year so it can show what she did each year. And this year it's kind of built in the curriculum, which makes it easy. And she's doing her alphabet book. So in this case we did the letter S, and she got to color it and then put like dot stickers over it, and then we made it look like a little snake. And then I cut it out, put it on construction paper, and put it in her binder. So I thought that was really cool. She gets to do these little art projects with the letters, and I get to have a portfolio for her to see what she's been doing. So overall, I am enjoying this curriculum so much. I like that the first year that we started, we didn't jump into like workbooks and everything. And it was a lot more play-based. We do lots of activities. She's so excited to do the activities, and I'm really enjoying it. There is a Playing Preschool too, but I don't think I'm going to use it just because I already have another curriculum in mind for next year, and I can go over that in another video. But I'm really excited to start this new curriculum and hopefully use that curriculum all the way up until we're done homeschooling. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I have really high hopes for this next curriculum. But if I hadn't have found this next curriculum, I probably would use Playing Preschool too, because there's nothing wrong with this at all. I love it. The only thing is it does take a lot of parent involvement. So if you're like really busy and you need them to do kind of more independent stuff, it's not really for you. But for preschool, there's not a lot of independent stuff they can do anyway. And some of the projects, especially the art projects, she does do by herself, like especially if I have the baby with me, or if he's being fussy, or if I need to feed him, I'll set out the art project for her and then she'll do it. So there's a couple things where she could do it independently, but I do like to sit down and do things with her most of the time. Make it the art project with her or do the activity with her as much as I can. So that is some really good bonding time for us. What else can I say about this curriculum? So yeah, the days are all pretty much laid out like that. We do add Bible study into our day. And then like I said, we add Spanish, sign language to our day. So I have added a couple of things which I can go over exactly how we do our daily routine for school on another video. But I wanted to focus on this curriculum because I looked all over YouTube and I couldn't find anyone who used this curriculum. And I was like, well, how does a day go in this curriculum? What are the plans like? Like, what are the lesson plans like? And so I thought this would be a really good video to put up there in case anybody was curious about this curriculum. I absolutely love it, and she's been learning a lot, and I love all the different little themes. One of my favorites was apples, and then the 5 senses was actually a really fun one. We did one all about food, and so we made lots of different kinds of food. We made homemade bread, homemade ice cream, stone soup. I love how it incorporates lots of reading, lots of books. I love reading, and I hope to instill that love of reading in my children. So I love that this curriculum really incorporates lots of reading, and I plan to do that next year as well, do lots of read alouds to her. And right now the read alouds are really, really short. You know, they're just little kids books, picture books. But yeah, she loves them, and she loves going to the library and picking out other books to read, and yeah. Alright guys, so that is basically my review of the Playing Preschool by the Busy Toddler curriculum. If you guys have any questions for me, if I left anything out of the curriculum, then let me know. I just wanted to go over basically what the lesson plan looked like, how it was structured, how we did it, just an example of our day. And then I definitely think I want to do a vlog style of school. So like you know, do school with us one day, so that you guys can kind of see it in action, because I really, really enjoy it. I really do. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!